this is Alan from Sierra Repair with another episode of Mowing Along. What I thought we would go over today is bars, chains on chainsaws. It's super common. People come into the store and they walk in and say, hey, I need a 14-inch chain, and unfortunately it just doesn't work like that. When you go to buy a chain, what you need to know are three components. You need to know the channel width, the number of links in the chain, and the pitch of the chain. People come in and say, hey, I want a 14-inch bar or a 16-inch chain, and it really doesn't mean that much to us, and I'm going to show you why, okay? We'll get to that in just a second. The first thing is, we're a steel dealer here at Sierra Repair, and steel basically makes 4 different styles or sizes of chain. They make what's called a 1/4 inch, they have 3/8 inch Pico, they have a 325, and then a regular 3/8. I'm going to show you what that means here in just a second. On the very beginning stuff, we're going to start with 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch chain is super small. So 1/4 inch chain's a real skinny chain. And the 1/4 inch, what does that mean? That's actually the distance between links, okay? That's called the pitch of the chain. And you'll see here, this is a real tiny 1/4 inch chain here. And so this bar, they call it a 12-inch bar, 1/4 inch. What does that mean exactly? Come here and check it out. So instead of walking into your local dealer and telling them, hey, I need a 12-inch chain, that doesn't do anyone any good. What we really need to know is that you need a 64 link chain with an 043 channel width and 1/4 inch pitch. That's really what we need. The 12-inch chain doesn't mean anything to us, to be honest with you. So you need to know that you've got a 1/4 inch pitch, 043, 64 link. And that's all pretty well spelled out when you buy the Stihl branded stuff. You'll also see, just as a side note, you'll see that those same exact designations are right on the bar itself. So you'll see it's got a 1/4 inch, 64 links, and it's got an 043 channel width. And then you'll see, just as a side note on Stihl products, when you go to buy a file, people often come in and say, hey, I need a file for my chain, and you'll see Stihl makes it super easy there and just shows that you have a 1/4 inch there. That's going to be for a 1/4 inch chain or 1/4 inch. Alrighty? So we're going to move up a size now, and this is what Stihl calls 3/8 Pico or 3/8 P. Some people might call it a 3/8 low profile or a small 3/8. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Stihl calls it 3/8 Pico or 3/8 P. This is what they would represent to be a 14-inch bar, but same concept. Don't forget, you can't just walk into your local steel dealer or even to Home Depot or anything like that and say, hey, I just need a 14-inch chain. It doesn't work like that. What you really need on this one, same exact concept here, this you really need a 3/8 Pico, 50 driver, 043 channel width. And you'll see that again right here on the chain. 50 driver, 043 channel width, 3/8 P or 3/8 Pico. And again, there's a few different designations for that. So this would be for a 14-inch bar that fits on the smaller Stihl saws, for example. Echo, Husqvarna, oh gosh, go down the line, Homelight, they're all similar, but you have to know what chain you're putting on your chainsaw specifically. And you don't want to mess that up. These things spin at 4,000 RPMs. You don't want a wrong chain on there. Even if it fits initially, if it ends up being the wrong chain at 4,000 RPMs, something bad's going to happen. Nobody wants that, okay? And so this is just another example of knowing exactly what it is that you're looking for. We're going to move up one more, then I'm going to show you a great example of how things can be different. Next thing in the line or succession of chains is what's called a 325. Remember, we had 1/4 inch, we had 3/8 Pico, and now we have what's called a 325. This is where people really get messed up. I'll show you some great examples here. Remember, you can't just walk into Home Depot or even your local steel dealer and say, hey, I need a 16-inch chain for my chainsaw. It doesn't work like that. I'm going to show you. Both of these Stihl calls 16-inch bars. Look at the difference. You can see that the same chain is not going to fit on each of these units. Why? Because it depends on, look at this tall one. This one here is a fatter bar even. It's also a little bit longer. it connects differently. This one here has a little catcher over here, and this one doesn't. And so they're all going to fit differently. Even though these are both considered 16-inch bars, you can see the same chain isn't going to work on both of these. So I'll just show you again. I think you get the picture here, but check it out. On this bar here, you've got a 325 pitch, 67 drivers, and 063 channel width. Up here you'll see same thing, 325 pitch, 063 channel width, but this one's a 62 driver. They advertise this as a 16-inch and a 16-inch, but we both know that that's not going to be an exact thing, right? That's why the 16-inch, the 14-inch, the 12-inch, it doesn't matter to us. That means nothing to us, really. It really doesn't. You really need to know how many links your chain has, how fat the chain is, which is the channel width, and then the pitch of the chain, which is really the size of the links, is what that is. Again, this is a 325 pitch. Same exact concept with still. Not all the brands are this easy, but still with the files to sharpen it, they actually show you 325 right on the file. And then with the chain itself, they again, here we go, 67 links. 063 is the channel width. And then the size of the links is a 325 or a 325 pitch is what it's called. And you can see there, those are what you need. This is the danger of walking into Home Depot and just buying a 16-inch chain that you think will fit right. It's tough to do. Last example we're going to show you is the bigger styles, the bigger chains. On Still's bigger saws, and most bigger saws, you're going to end up with a 3/8 pitch. Not 3/8 Pico or the mini 3/8 like we talked about over here. This is your standard 3/8 or just a regular 3/8. No different on the other stuff. And it doesn't matter what brand you're using. Again, we're a steel dealer here at Sierra Repair, but whether you have a Husqvarna, Echo, Homelight, any of the other brands on the market, there's a McCullough, all the different brands out there, it doesn't matter what you have. All chains have those same three measurements. You just got to figure out what yours are, okay? Same concept here, I'll just show you. This one here is a regular 3/8. This goes back to an 050 channel width, and this is a 91 driver. You can see the chain that matches that is a 91 drivers, or 91 links, whatever you want to call it. An 050 channel width and 3/8 on the pitch there. Same exact concept here again on the file. You'll see Still makes it real easy with a 3/8 file, okay? And so that's what you're looking for. When in doubt, bring everything down to the local dealer. You can bring your chainsaw, you can bring the bar. Sometimes these numbers get a little worn out, so it does help if you bring the actual saw itself. On this one particular saw here, we know as a dealer, we know exactly what size chain's going to fit on this particular saw. So if you came down and said, I have an MS-170, we know exactly what's going on with that. Some people don't always know their model number or they're not available, so you can bring down the old chain. You can bring something to the dealer, or at least bring the knowledge if you don't have anything to bring down, and they'll be able to help you out real easy. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching. This is Alan from Sierra Repair with another episode of Mowing Along.